Hey, mini fish. June 25th, 2017. And led to yet another Los Angeles location. The Grand Wilshire just opened up. It's the tallest building now, west of Chicago, apparently. It's a pretty funky building. Got a lot of weird stuff, a lot of weird numbers. If you go over the wiki, of course, I'll link everything, but you know, 1,100 feet tall, 335. The numbers are all there. You know how they work. But what I glean from all the various numbers and things that they share with us here is 9/11. That's just what it screams to me is 9/11. So I do my due diligence. But before I go into the maps, I want you to remember last week or whenever it was that the congressman got shot at the baseball field. He got shot on the baseball diamond. Okay? That's important to remember what a baseball diamond is and where it originates and what it actually stands for. 60 feet 6 inches from the pitcher's mound exactly, 3-foot running lanes, 90-foot bases. Let's face it, that's what that is. And it all, of course, it plays into everything. But nonetheless, we go to our map, and here's the Wilshire, Grand Los Angeles. And the first things I want to check are to see what my distances are between my oil field nuclear explosion location out here and my dead sheep. Because those things were shown to me explicitly. So, I go to the dead sheep, and I go to the oil rigs. The oil rig line, exactly 33 miles. 33. The other line out to the dead sheep is 19 miles. 19.7, but you can flex it inside the sheep's head here. If you haven't seen the dead sheep before out there in Los Angeles Harbor, there it is. Kind of interesting how there's a dead sheep in Los Angeles Harbor. Anyway, back to the oil rigs before I go any further. In case some of you haven't seen what I've shown in the past, there was an image shown on Drudge back on April 6th, and I remember the date because it was literally branded into my brain and my heart and my soul, this image. It was made to stay with me all this time, and I'm going to show you why. And that image is right here. I was shown this image and told inside my belly to hold on to it and remember it. Out here you're going to see some oil rigs. See these? You got 3 oil rigs it looks like out there. And over here up top you have a very strange looking cloud, a wishbone. Ring a bell? Wishbone. Or maybe it doesn't ring a bell. But we got a place out here on Catalina Island called Wishbone. You can look it up if you must on the 33.3 latitude. Wishbone, Catalina Island. Oil rigs right there. What does that mean? Well, if you look at that image again, Wishbone is off to the left. The oil rigs are off to the right. Correct? Well, from this perspective, we look at those oil rigs. They're off to the right. Wishbone's off to the left. Yeah, I'm inserting this part here because I want to show you something that appeared to me a couple of weeks ago that I talked about on a video, but I haven't shown it yet. So I want you to look at this and listen just for a few seconds. That's what I want you to look at, because I'm going to show you something directly related to that cloud right there. And I'm going to turn it this way for myself. I can get some stills out of it. Remember that now. Alright. Now, have any of you ever seen clouds like that? Much? I haven't. I'm just trying to tell you guys, this is real. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be an incident here in Los Angeles Harbor End of discussion. Because running off of this tower, this is the third instance where this just plays out way, way too perfectly. Way too perfectly. 33, 33, 11. I go down 6.66 because that's what I was told in my heart to do. And that's what brings back to the baseball field once again. Because what do we have at exactly 6.66 miles? A baseball field, of course. We have a whole sports complex because that's what people think are their gods, are sports figures. They're not. Okay? It's just another game of Lucifers. And each one of these lines that goes off and intersects in there, you can do this yourself, 11.9 miles. So, what am I saying here? I'm telling you right now that there's going to be an incident, and I am just 100% compelled to tell you that there's going to be something bad happening in LA. I have no idea when, but my guess is it would be fairly soon, because I'm getting far too much of this stuff to ignore. I just can't ignore it, and I don't care. I don't have a reputation to destroy anyway. I'm just here passing on what I'm shown. I mean, you cannot just blurt this stuff out and expect people not to think you're crazy. But obviously I don't care, because this is what we're looking at, ladies and gentlemen. And this group is just a part of it. The Masons don't run everything. The Rothschilds don't run everything. Satan runs everything. And until you identify him as that entity that rules this flesh and turn from the flesh into the spirit of truth, once again, this will bring nothing but death. And incidentally, it comes with its own demons. And don't forget, when they come out of the pit, they had a king over them. And there's your king. No joke, folks. No joke. Peace and grace, y'all. Many fish.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God,